What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Toronto Blue Jays' pursuit of Juan Soto. As, of course, a lot of reports coming out over the last month, but especially in the last couple of days, regarding Soto and the fact that he is very close to making his decision. And there's reports by very reputable and valuable sources that his decision will be by Monday at the latest. It'll likely be on the weekend, as the winter meetings are set to start in Dallas on Monday, and Juan Soto is expected to be, to have picked a team by then. And he's going through the process of eliminating teams as well as some final meetings, and the Toronto Blue Jays are a part of that. So the Toronto Blue Jays are a finalist for Juan Soto. And a lot of people in the industry believe that the Blue Jays are offering Soto the most money. And of course, reports came out, before free agency that he was going to go to the highest offer, and the Jays are the highest offer according to reports. We'll see if he ultimately, wants to come here and wants to, take the highest offer, if the Jays are in fact the highest offer. Now, the Jays have a lot of problems. What this means for Vladdy, and that's a whole other thing that we'll get into in another video, but I think the Blue Jays have to try and give Juan Soto everything he asks for. This guy is a generational player. There's a reason that he's, getting the traction that he's getting and the offers that he's getting from the Yankees, the Mets, the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox. Those are believed to be the four biggest, or the four finalists. And it sounds like, it sounds like the Red Sox are out on that, and it sounds like Soto, is deciding between the Jays or New York's two teams. Soto hit 288 last year, 41 home runs, and 109 RBIs. He is a superstar, and this is similar to the Ohtani situation. Everybody's waiting on his decision. He's a former World Series champion. He took the Yankees to the World Series last year. He was a big part in that. And, I think the Jays got to go all out and try and get Juan Soto. Pay him $650, pay him $700. I think he's going to sign in the $650 range over the course of a 12-year span, I believe. But there's just not this many players that come around. You need to try to do your best to keep Vladdy here. Him and Vladdy are friends. You sign Soto, you sign Vladdy, you keep them both happy. And this is really important for the Blue Jays. This is the biggest offseason the Jays have had in years, and they need to come out with somebody. Of course, once Soto signs, there's going to be a flurry of deals, whether that be Corbin Burnes, Max Fried, Teoscar Hernandez, Pete Alonso. There's just Anthony Santander. There's so many names. The Jays will be in on most of those guys. Willy Adames is another one. But I think the Jays got to try and go really hard at Juan Soto. And John Paul Morosi, he said this morning that he believes the Yankees, or not the Yankees are out, but he isn't sold that Juan Soto wants to go back to the Yankees. And it sounds like he believes it's down to the Mets and the Jays. So I think the Jays are in a great spot. I think ultimately the money's going to be there. It's a matter right now of Soto deciding whether he wants to go to New York or whether he wants to go to Toronto. He's friends with Lindor. He's friends with Vladdy. And he's friends with, of course, a lot of guys on the Yankees as he played there last year. But, I think it's a really exciting time for the Blue Jays. And even if they don't get Soto, there's so many options. They met with Corbin Burnes. They met with Max Fried already. There's obviously going to be interest in a Teoscar Hernandez reunion from both sides. Vladdy and Teo are best friends. Vladdy, they obviously need to please Vladdy. They need to sign Vladdy. But there's a lot that needs to be done for the Blue Jays. Getting Juan Soto would be unbelievable. I think they're a finalist. And if I had to make a prediction, I'm not going to predict him coming here. I feel like he's going to the Mets. I've said that now, honestly, since like April or May. Yeah, April. But regardless, it's the decision's coming. And once the decision comes and this Juan Soto stuff's done, like the Ohtani stuff, the dominoes are going to start to fall, and we're going to start to see what this Blue Jays team is going to look like and what the future holds. But I think the Jays have a real good shot at Soto, and I think we'll ultimately see what happens. But it seems like the decision is coming, and hopefully he decides that he wants to come to the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll ultimately see what happens. But you guys let me know down in the comment section. Do you think the Jays have a shot? Would you give him all the money? I would. I think we have a serious shot. Do you think he's going to come here? What are your predictions? Let me know all that good stuff down in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys all in the next video. And as always, let's go Blue Jays.